Okay, I swear to you that this is one of the biggest messes that we have found ourselves in for such a long time now, and I can tell you right now that this started with a news article that I found through RTC making some tweets about this, and then somehow eventually this entire thing devolved and just descended into bringing star creators into it and kind of indirectly blaming them for something that Roblox is currently being blamed for and attacked for, and a lot of people seem to think that it's rightfully so, but there is a lot to this. So very quickly, I would first like to say please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are confused on why YouTubers are currently being attacked for this. And of course, please join my Discord server. The invite code is ChloeGames. I talk in there 24/7. You can come and say hello if you would like to do so. Okie dokie, like I said, I found this through the RTC. They said Roblox has been accused of deceptive marketing in a complaint to the FTC, which, if you remember, some time ago now, we have already mentioned the FTC a few different times in some previous videos regarding some previous issues that kind of weren't directly related to Roblox in any regard, but they were still very massive concerns. So this is not the first time that we are bringing them up, but it's just like they said, the article is called Roblox accused of deceptive marketing in complaint to FTC. Basically, to put it as simply as I possibly can, I'm pretty sure this entire thing is supposed to be specifically talking about when Roblox does those sponsored events, and they typically end up creating an event game for those sponsored events. They apparently don't make it clear enough that that is exactly what those games are supposed to be. It's not just your regular Roblox game that you can go off and play, and it's nothing to do with a sponsored event. It's actually entirely an advertisement. That game within itself, because it's sponsored by something outside of Roblox, that makes that game an advertisement, and they don't make it clear enough, and that is against a lot of things that Roblox should be doing to make that clear, when obviously they don't do those things to make it as clear as they possibly can. So Roblox is being accused of deceptive marketing according to a letter filed today by Truth in Advertising, an ad watchdog group with the FTC. The letter said what is considered advertising within Roblox is not clear. Once again, like I said, this is mainly supposed to be talking about the games from sponsored events that are entire advertisements, which is what they refer to as advert games. So they claim that the ambiguity of Roblox's advertising particularly impacts children, who make up more than half of Roblox's 50 million daily active users. Tina cited the multitude of experiences created by brands from Nike to Hyundai as examples of advert games or advertisements disguised as games, which it says draws in unwitting consumers, their money and personal data. So what this entire thing is supposed to do, it's mainly focusing on children, and even further than that, probably more specifically the younger players on Roblox, because when they are entering these games, what they think are just silly little Roblox events, they don't typically tend to understand that what they are actually entering is a sponsored event. They might not even understand what sponsored even means, and that means that by entering that game to what they think is just for a little event is basically there to serve as one big advertisement. So essentially, they are consuming advertisements that they don't know are advertisements. Roblox has become a go-to destination for brands looking to dip their toes into the metaverse, as well as reach younger gamers who may avoid more traditional channels of marketing. Roblox's official community standard stipulates that ads cannot contain content for users under the age of 13 in order to protect children from being targeted by advertisers, but the platform does little to enforce that policy. I think that's the thing with this, and that's where things start to get messy and very complicated, because obviously Roblox does allow users under the age of 13 on the platform. Based on whether your Roblox account, the birthday on there is set to under 13 or over 13, some of the things around the platform and inside of games might be a little bit different. One of the most known things about that is obviously the chat filter, but one very important thing to note with this issue specifically is that the sponsored events on Roblox and those advertisement games for those sponsored events, they are completely the same, and they are presented to both users under 13 and users over 13, which, going by what the rest of this article is saying, is very much not allowed, and that is not supposed to be happening. The actual file of Roblox complaint_final itself says when adult consumers know they are receiving an advertising pitch, they view the marketing content with a critical eye, knowing that the motive, bias, and interest of the marketer influences the content. But in the Roblox metaverse, it can be impossible to know which content is organic and which is promotional. By way of example, generically searching the Roblox platform for world results in numerous hits with no way of knowing which of these worlds are unsponsored authentic content and which are corporate controlled advertisements, as the screenshot below illustrates. And as you can see, hidden amongst all of these different games created by different people on the platform, they have pointed out with these two arrows two sponsored games, two advertisements. Both of these games are for sponsored events on Roblox, and they pretty much just blend in with the rest of the games. Maybe for me, maybe for some of you guys, you can probably very easily tell that Van's World is an event game. It's for a sponsored event, it's an advertisement. But that is obviously not the case for so many people on the platform, and I think that is the issue that they are trying to point out with this and the complaint that they are trying to make with this. Similarly, a consumer searching for a Stranger Things experience on Roblox is presented with several choices, but as the screenshot of search results below shows, identifying which of these games are sponsored is impossible. Just going through this entire file, this entire document, there is so many pages to this, and they take us through so many different examples, which, to be honest, I wouldn't have even thought about these twice previously and prior to reading through this, but after seeing this I can now see and I can kind of understand why Roblox are currently being attacked for this or being called out for this. But what many people seem to be confused about currently is that as you scroll down and read through this a little bit deeper, they start calling out different YouTubers, and more specifically the video stars on Roblox, people in the star program. It's very confusing. I don't entirely know why they are providing screenshots from videos uploaded by star creators of them simply just playing these event games. I somewhat understand. Maybe it could be seen as them promoting these event games, but obviously these star program, these video stars, they do not get paid by the sponsored event. They don't have anything to do with the event or the advertisement itself. It's literally just them participating in the event for themselves and I guess documenting their experience inside of the sponsored event. So to include them in this same document, that is the most confusing thing to me. I don't understand why they have done that, but I do understand to a certain extent why they have started calling Roblox out for this, but as of right now, I don't know where this is going to lead to. I do know that the complaint to the FTC calls for the government body to investigate Roblox based on these claims and take appropriate enforcement action. And as it currently stands, that is basically all there is to this. Of course, I know that a lot of people are going to have many different opinions about this, so of course the comments is the place to go. What do you guys think about this entire mess? Like I said at the start of this video, this was going to get very messy. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what, it helps me out a lot. But me getting over Roblox getting called out and it eventually turning into YouTubers getting attacked. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.